A couple discovers that the fascinating life of a Texas pioneer has been stored up for decades inside their 1912 Greek revival. Rummaging through her basement, the owner of an 1891 Illinois mansion unlocks a newspaper editor's entertaining lifestyle.
It's a 1949 Dom Perignon.
And a South Carolina woman pries open a mysterious dark void and discovers her home's 150-year-old secret. These stories and more, if walls could talk. Hello, I'm Grant Goodeve. Welcome to If Walls Could Talk. As the saying goes, one person's trash can be another person's treasure. Ed and Jamie George got a taste of that reality when they transformed a 1912 mansion in Conroe, Texas, from a rundown relic into a town jewel. In the process of restoration, they were disappointed to have to throw away an 1800s couch that had been ruined by water damage. But on its way to the trash can, the old couch opened up and revealed surprising hidden treasures, artifacts that led the couple to their home's rich East Texas history.
I was trying to figure out a way to talk her out of it, but I knew it was going to be hard. Just looking at the house, all I could see was a haunted house, a big old haunted house.
Many historic homeowners, like Ed and Jamie George, have had spirited discussions about whether or not to take on the challenge of restoring an aging house. 10 years ago, when the couple first looked at a 1912 Greek Revival mansion in Conroe, Texas, Jamie hoped Ed would see her side of the debate.
It was covered in vines, very, very poor repair. And I just thought, wow, this would really be neat. And I just kind of blinked my eyes, and then I saw it in its glory. And so that was kind of, wasn't his sentiments that I had, but I liked it.
After finally agreeing to purchase the Greek Revival mansion, the Georges began the extensive restoration. One of their first tasks was to tackle a live oak tree that was invading the house.
It was coming through the cracks up there underneath the roofing. It's a grand old tree, but it doesn't belong in the house.
When they removed the branches from the attic, Jamie and Ed were surprised to discover the roots of one family scattered around the space. Unfortunately, some items, including a damaged 19th century fainting couch, were tossed out during the work.
But inside the fainting couch, there was just a whole series of good stuff that we saved.
The couch had a small storage compartment inside of it. One of the artifacts they salvaged was a pair of ladies' 19th century parasols. As the couple searched the rest of the attic, they were also amazed to find many documents, like a 1908 diploma and an 1850s marriage license that revealed the last name of Warrenberger. Their curiosity was taxed further when they uncovered a 1935 receipt that indicated in the early 1900s, Southerners had to pay to vote.
We have, for example, a poll tax. The tax wasn't all that much, but I think it was something like 41 cents or something. It was really very small.
After learning about the tax, the couple elected to research their home's history. They discovered that John Warrenberger and his wife Mittie built their home in 1912. But when Jamie and Ed opened an 1803 family Bible, they traced John's heritage back to Europe.
They were German that settled in France. And then also in here, it has the birth dates of the 4 children. And we have Margaret Warrenberger and her brother Theophile, Anna, and John, founder of the house, September 21st, 1862.
Ed and Jamie learned that John's parents moved to Texas in the 1830s. But when the couple found an 1860s letter, they realized that John was orphaned at the age of 7 and went on to become a member of a pioneering family in Texas.
You kind of related to what's happening in Texas at this particular time. So they were really some of the early people in Texas.
As an adult, John adopted an entrepreneurial spirit, and in 1889, he created one of the largest mercantile stores in East Texas. As Ed and Jamie talked with their neighbors in Conroe, they learned that the Warrenburgers didn't just have a big business, they had big hearts as well.
I've also had several people come by and tell me how generous they were, that they actually financed their college education. And that was really neat. They were extremely generous and very active in the community.
Along with stories about the family, Jamie was thrilled to receive some of the store's thick ledgers that recorded the price of groceries in the early 1900s. She also gathered some priceless memories with the help of some longtime locals.
An elderly gentleman came up and started talking to me, and he said that his mother would buy him a pair of shoes for 10 cents. And he said on the way home he would sit with his feet up like that and look at those new 10-cent shoes all the way home.
When the Georges found documents from the Warrenburger Lumber Company and the Warrenburger Funeral Home, they began to suspect that the original owner branched out from groceries and helped the town grow during the late 1800s.
He certainly had his fingers in a lot of things. I think he was of the opinion that if you make a lot of money, then you can give a lot of money away. You can do a lot of good with the money that you make.
After learning about John Warrenburger's importance to Conroe, Jamie and Ed see new value in their home. The negatives Ed saw about the house before the restoration have been far outweighed by the hidden history they've uncovered.
Well, it's not a negative anymore with me. We've gone from the minus to the plus column.
It's just more of a plus to me. I mean, I was always positive about it, so I'm very happy with it. It's really an honor to live here.
Ed and Jamie were thrilled with the ledgers from the Warrenburgers store, but they never found any of the business's advertisements in the home. When they shared their disappointment with a neighbor, they were excited to later receive a box from her wrapped with an old piece of Warrenburger paper. The couple was pleased with the gift and say the 100-year-old advertisement is now their favorite wrapping paper.